Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from October 21st to the 27th, and I'm using this SPC kit called Goonies. And the reason I'm using this kit this week is because I was actually supposed to use this kit last year for the same week, but some other kit won out. I should probably go look at my planner and see what bumped this kit to this year, but I was determined to use this kit this year, hence the little break from Halloween themed kits. And I really wanted to use it this week for the sole fact that in the movie, watch me be wrong, that'd be awesome. In the movie, the newspaper date is October 24th, I think like 1993, but I really wanted to use this kit for the week of October 24th, so we're doing it. However, this week I pretty much wanted to mark every step I took, every breath I took, because I had way too many things to mark for this kit. This kit could not handle it. This is a mini kit, and I did get the label add-on, whatever, but I'm wondering if Andrea has changed her format since then, because this mini kit is even minier than I remember. We made it work. I'm happy with how it turned out, but I did have to cut up all of the heart checklists, and I had to go through my stash of leftover labels to make this work, but we did it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really happy with how this turned out. The only thing is I did end up leaving a full box off on Monday just because I always have so much to mark on Monday. That's my big chore, laundry, get shit ready for the weekday. And in order to compensate a little bit for my lack of day extenders, because I just was not, I hate them. I don't want to do them. I do them sometimes, but this was not the week for that. So I bumped up all the glitter headers, covered up the dates, and then used the date covers, and I opted out of using the deco. And I really like how it looked. I don't know. I keep going back and forth on using both the date covers and the deco and everything being really busy, and then just kind of enjoying this more clean look. So yeah, that's what we did, and I managed to fit everything in except for maybe 3 incredibly unimportant things that I just didn't have the space for. But yeah, so actually at first I thought I didn't have a lot to talk about this week, but quite a few things happened. So let's just get into everything that happened this week that's worth mentioning. The first thing, an exciting thing, is I got my first ever treatment of laser hair removal. I'm doing my underarms, and I know what you're thinking. Ma'am, that's incredibly bougie of you. How can you afford that? Well, yes, laser hair removal is incredibly expensive, and it's not 100% foolproof that it's going to be permanent. So I've always shied away from it. But a funny thing happened. I don't believe in manifestation. I just believe in random dumb luck. But the reason I'm mentioning that is in my functional planner under September on my to-do list at some point was research laser hair removal. And then at Joe's soccer game, I was talking to this one girl who I know, and we were talking about her wedding, and then she brought up how she just is so happy that she got laser hair removal because now she'll feel more comfortable in her gown because she got her underarms done as well. And I was telling her I really want to get that done, but it's so expensive. So she told me she got a Groupon, and she explained, because I have shied away from Groupons when it comes to treatments like that, but she had done a ton of research, and she ended up getting 6 sessions for $260, which is a steal of a deal. And she told me that the location is, no joke, like a 10-minute walk from my office building. So I was just oh my God, I have to check this place out. So I looked them up online, and they were having a special for the month of September, and it worked out where I could get 10 sessions for my underarms for $20 each. So the whole thing is $200. And if after 10 sessions it's not permanent, it's only $200. It's not going to kill me. Usually that would be thousands. So I just went for it. And I love getting these types of treatments. I love getting my nails done. I love getting facials. I love all that shit. I just don't do any of it. I don't even get my eyebrows waxed anymore. I do everything myself. And it just, even though this woman is zapping hair out of my armpits, it just feels so nice to have someone do like a beauty treatment for you. It lasted a minute on each armpit. Seriously, like it's the fastest thing in the world, but it was exhilarating. It was thrilling. It was like getting a piercing or a tattoo, you know, like it was just fun. So even if it didn't work, I don't know. I'm having a good time getting the hair zapped off my body. So yeah, that went really well. Obviously, we're only on session 1 out of 10. So who's to say how this is going to turn out? I go back in December. I'll keep you updated on that situation, but I couldn't be happier as of right now. So that was exciting. Something a little less exciting. If you've been following my car journey, my car saga, I had to go back to my friend's house to get the title and the lien release letter from her. So Joe and I went up there Friday. I got the letter, I got the title, I scheduled the DMV for Saturday morning. We drive back and park, and he looks at my tire and he's like, "When's the last time you checked your tires?" And I was like, "Well, I haven't even been in this car in 2 weeks. Like, I haven't driven anywhere. We went to Virginia last weekend." Anyway, he's looking at my tire and he ends up finding 2 leaks. One, and these were also both pre-existing. I don't blame my friend. She didn't know they were there, but she had an old plug in one of her tires. And unfortunately, the old plug was just gushing air out of it. And then on top of that, the side of the tire is missing a chunk, and there is an incredibly slow leak coming out of that, and that you can't plug. So I will eventually need to get a tire. All this to say, I had to cancel my DMV appointment. Sorry about that. I just had to evacuate my apartment. Long story. We're going to not get into that right now. But anyway, I'm going to try to pick up where I left off. I think I was talking about canceling my DMV appointment because the tire was flat. And it's just ironic because when we were at my friend's getting all the stuff, she said that she never once got a flat tire with this car. And then immediately after she says that, I get a flat tire. And like I said, it was an old plug. I believe this, like, I do believe her because she bought the car used and she never got new tires. Also, it seems like the tires have never been aligned because when Joe eventually took the tire off to plug it, it does not stand up on its own. The tires are wearing unevenly. So that's frustrating. But yeah, just another week where I do not own this car, and it was devastating. I'm being a little dramatic, but it was definitely frustrating. But the final thing I guess I will say this week, I went to a Halloween party on Saturday, and if you follow me on Instagram, then you saw that the 3 of us, my best friend, my boyfriend, and I, we went as Napoleon Dynamite, Pedro, and Deb. It was really fun, and we made some new friends at the party, so I think it was a success. We definitely stayed too late, but what else is new? I shouldn't say never. We rarely leave when I'm ready, but to be completely honest, our friend got way too drunk, and it would have been really weird if we just sort of like left him in that state, so we kind of had to wait until he was situated on the couch. But yeah, I think that's really all that's worth mentioning, so let's get into the day by day, starting with Monday. The first thing I marked was that I was in a bad mood, and I used an angry munchkin from Once More With Love. Why was I in a bad mood? I have no idea. I was in a bad mood on Sunday, too. Nope, no idea. Then with this rabbit hole handcraft sticker, I marked that work was really busy and stressful, even though I was remote this day. That doesn't change the fact that it was not fun. Then with this washing machine from the kit, I marked that I did my laundry. With this Coffee Monsters Co. FaceTime sticker, I marked that I had a work call, unfortunately. Then with this emoji drinking tea, I marked that I made myself green tea. I've been trying to have that most days. Then with this power walking munchkin, I marked that I walked 10,000 steps, half on my break, half after work. With this, oh my God, Mary sticker, I marked that I vacuumed, and this is a Pumpkin Paper Co. sticker. With a planner from the kit, I marked that I filled a spread. With this Paper Shire laptop, I marked that I worked late. I think I worked till like 6 or 6:30 this day. With a trash can, I marked that I emptied all of the trash cans around the apartment, meaning the 2 in the bathroom and the 1 in my bedroom. I obviously don't do my roommates. Then with this silhouette from Fox and Cactus, I marked that I printed and cut a kit. With this Prairie Planner microphone, which reminds me, I wanted to look at the Prairie Planner for something. I should write that down. I'll just try to remember. Anyway. And then with this YouTube icon that I've had for, I have no idea how long. I think I got it from a kit and I just saved it. I watched YouTube. Then moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked was I did the litter first thing in the morning, and I used a munchkin for that. With this computer from the kit, I marked that I got to the office at 8:03, which is pretty damn good for me. Then this was actually a Happy New Year sticker, but I just sliced off the 2023 or whatever the hell was on it. And I just used it to mark that my roommate paid me half the money that she owed me. Because, she's been working now full time. So that was exciting because it was kind of just like getting an extra payday. Then with this Happy Munchkin, I marked that there was just like this whole work situation that was not my fault, but I'm not going to bore you with the details, but our insurance company was being a nightmare and a half, and it's my theory that our insurance broker went to rehab. That's probably not what happened. It's probably much less dramatic, but in my head, that's what happened because his out of office automatic reply said that he had to take an emergency leave of absence, and then in all caps, he will have no access to phone calls or email, and he has no return date scheduled. He's just disappeared for who knows how long. So at least in my imagination, he's in rehab. Then with this squatting girl from Fox and Cactus, I marked that I did a glute workout. With this cinnamon roll from Scribble Prints Co., I marked that my roommate gave me a pumpkin spice pastry thing. She got a bunch for her coworkers, and she gave me one, which was very nice of her. Then with this Prairie Planner, I marked that I filmed and filled a spread. With this rabbit hole handcraft sticker, I marked that I finished the book Little Secrets, and I will say it got really juicy towards the end. Okay, that was my roommate knocking on my door to let me know that the gas company is coming at some point tonight. So that's fun. That's super, super fun and fresh. Anyway, back to the book. The ending got really exciting, but it's just insanely unbelievable. I know a lot of these thrillers are like that, but so one of my favorite authors is Karen Slaughter. I'm not going to get into a whole thing. We don't have time for that. My point is her stories are obviously made up and obviously outrageous, but they have a slight hint of this could possibly happen. But this book, I was like, there's no fucking way this would happen. There is absolutely no way this would happen. I still enjoyed it. I would still recommend it if you want an easy read. Again, it's called Little Secrets. The author, I don't know, it's on my Goodreads. If you want to follow my Goodreads, I could maybe leave it in the description if I remember. Anyway, enough about that. Then I stayed up way too late reading that book, so I ended up going to bed at 2 a.m., and I used an emoji for that with a sweating munchkin. I marked that I got way too hot in the middle of the night. And then the final thing, it was just a bad night for sleep. I think I got 2 hours of solid sleep because I went to bed at 2, then I was too hot, and then Brad decided to be a little dickwad, and he was running all over the place trying to go behind my TV, so I had to keep getting out of bed. I had to kick him out, which means I have to kick Janet out, which means she's going to scream because she wants to be in the room, and it's a whole thing, so not a good night of sleep. which leads me to Wednesday. The first thing I marked was that I was incredibly tired and I had to go to the office. With this Munchkin, I marked that I left early, and by leave early, I think I left, what time did I leave? 4? I think I left at 4 because my appointment was at 4:30 and they said to be there a little early to fill out paperwork. So under that, I finally used this random beauty appointment sticker that I've had forever. I want to say it's from a GP Studio kit. I'm not even sure if GP Studio is still a shop. I should look into that. Anyway, I've just hoarded this sticker, never thought I'd use it, and then I ended up covering up the word appointment, but I know what it is. It's my laser hair removal appointment. Then with this Trader Joe's sticker from Once More With Love, I marked going to Trader Joe's because the Trader Joe's is like a block away from the laser hair removal location, and it's in the direction of my apartment. I literally walk right by it. It would be insane of me not to stop. And I was out of things. Then with this PJ's All Day sticker from Once More With Love, I marked that I was home early. It was beautiful. I was just feeling so good. I was in such a good mood because not only did I go to the food store, but I got home at like 5:15. It was glorious. It was the best feeling. With this Rabbit Hole Handcraft Halloween reading sticker, I marked that I made my janky bootleg PDF of the book I'm reading right now. The name is escaping me. But again, it's on my Goodreads. Then with this Munchkin from SPC, I marked that I watched the first Wrong Turn movie because I've decided I'm going to watch all of them. Right now I'm on number 5 and I can already guess that they're all terrible. I love the first Wrong Turn movie with Eliza Dushku. And the second one is bad but entertaining. Those are the only 2 I've ever seen. This is my first time watching the rest of the franchise, and let me tell you, you're not missing much. You can stop at 1. If you want to go on, stop at 2. 3 is trash, 4 is trash. So far, I think 5 is trash. Then with this sticker from the kid, I marked that I pulled while I was watching, and that was it for Wednesday. Moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked was that I did the litter in the morning with this Coffee Monsters Co. sticker. This is my last Sweet Kawaii Design cat. I have had these for like 8 or 9 years, and I actually first got them to mark my old cat, Rue McClanahan. So it's kind of sad. This is my last one. But I used it to mark saving Janet. My roommate accidentally locked her in her bedroom when she left for work, and I heard her screaming. So luckily I was able to get her out of there and she didn't have to spend the whole day in there. With this work Munchkin sticker, I marked that I was in office. With a Stick with a Plan Co. phone sticker, I marked that I was officially kicked off my grandmother's phone plan. And that's like a dramatic way to say that she is getting rid of her phone plan. So I have to get my own phone plan by December. So it's currently November 5th. I kind of have to get on that. I think I know which one I'm going to pick. It's just one more adult activity that I don't feel like doing. And I was kind of hoping I would be able to put this off for a little longer, but I know, I'm an adult. Having a phone plan is part of life. I just, was really enjoying not paying for one, but oh well, it's over. Then with this No Munchkin, I marked that my mom tricked me. I'm not going to get into it, but she tricked me a little bit into helping my sister with something, and I don't help my sister with anything. Then with this box sticker from the kit, I marked cleaning out my office. I had to clean out my office because the owner's son, the owner of the company, his son, was coming from Europe to our office for 3 weeks, and he was going to be using my office. The only good part is that I get a nice view from my desk for a little while, but I've been hating it. I have been hating it. So yeah, I did that, and then unfortunately I forgot my computer charger again. I can't believe I did this again, but also in my defense, I can believe I did it because I was cleaning everything out, putting everything in my boss's office so that I could easily grab it when I came in next week. While I was doing that, this guy I was talking to on the phone would not shut up. And it was 5:10 and I just wanted to go home. So I was simultaneously talking to this guy on the phone, unplugging my computer, and then I unplugged the charger, and then rather than put it in my bag, he said something that I had to type for. So I dropped the charger, typed a note, and then the charger completely left my brain and I did not take it home with me. I just had too many things going on, so I don't totally blame myself, but it was annoying. Fortunately, Joe was coming over to watch a movie, so he drove me back to the office, and I have a key card, so I'm able to like get in when it's closed, and I got my phone charger. Then after that, we watched The Substance. Oh my God, I could go on forever about this movie, but I will be brief. All I will say is I loved it so far. I think it might be my favorite movie I've seen of 2024, but I still have a laundry list of movies that came out this year to watch, so, you know, to be decided, but so far I fucking loved it. However, it is incredibly male gazy, and I don't have a problem with nudity. I mean, Showgirls is like one of my favorite movies because it's fucking ridiculous, but I loved it, okay? But I don't want to watch softcore porn for men. So if they could have done that in a more like female-friendly way, I would have liked it even more. But even with all of the thrusting and butt shots and boob shots and all that, I still really, really liked it. My only note besides the aggressive male gaze in this movie, I will say that a couple of the scenes, if you've seen it, I think you know what you mean, they just go on for too long. Like, you get the point. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, that could have been half the length and we would have been good, but still amazing. I'll give it like 9 out of 10. Then with this angry fox and cactus sticker, I marked that I was angry. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked was that I was tired, and I used a rabbit hole handcraft sticker for that. With this munchkin, I marked working remote. With this squish from Fox and Cactus, I marked doing a back workout. With this bathtub that I've had forever, this is leftover from, I think, a monthly kit from back when I'm kind of bummed. I think I have like 2 monthly kits that I never used and I never will use, and I can't bear to just like get rid of them because I paid for them, but I don't know. It's sad. Anyway, then with another rabbit hole handcraft sticker, I marked that I was too tired to move and pack. I was supposed to pack up my stuff and go to Joe's, but I was exhausted and it hit me after work. I just needed to lie down and do nothing for a second. Then I finally started packing, and with this Scribble Prints Co sticker, I marked that I just hate packing. Anything to do with like clothing, it's hard for me. So yeah, especially when I don't know, I don't even know what to say. It just makes me really anxious. Then with this Target sticker from the kit, I believe, I marked running errands. Then with this Carly Plans Halloween burger sticker, I marked that we went to Red Robin. Joe had a free burger, so and it's nice, actually. When you have like a birthday reward, they will take the more expensive burger off for you, which is really cool. Then with this Sticky Perks legal document, I marked picking up the title and the letter. Then with this Angry Stick with the Plan Co sticker and this tire from the Prairie Planner, I marked having a flat tire. With a laptop from, I believe, the kit, I marked watching the challenge, and that was it for Friday. Moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked was that I just laid around pissed off for a while. I was just frustrated about the car, frustrated about who knows, mainly about the car, and just, I don't know, I was just in a bad mood. So I used this rot sticker and just cut off the text. Then with another laptop from SPC, I marked that we watched more old episodes of like real world versus road rules with this adorable, I have been hoarding this sticker, this Pumpkin Paper Co sticker. I love this. I used it to mark getting ready for the Halloween party. Then with this car sticker from Piper Paper Company, I marked that Joe and I drove to my apartment to pick up my roommate so that we could all go to the party together. There was so much fucking traffic. Everybody and their mother was going out for Halloween. Then with this Papershire sticker, I used this to mark the party. In my head, it makes sense because he had this sort of like liquor cabinet looking thing, and this sort of reminded me of that. Then with this Stick with the Plan Co sticker, I marked that we met a lot of nice people, and we actually did make a friend, like we've hung out with her officially now outside of this party, so that's cool, rare as an adult. Then with these bunny slippers, I marked that we stayed out too late. What else is new? And then the final thing with this rabbit hole sticker, I was just pissed off again. I don't know. Just in a mood. Someone left a comment, and I very much appreciate it, because she was saying that like she also has kind of been like pissy lately, and it's just the times, right? Things are just shitty right now. Today's election day, by the way, so fingers crossed. Anyway, moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked with a Stick with the Plan Co girl was that I was angry that I slept in. I think I slept until noon, which makes me really upset. Whenever I sleep past 11 on a Sunday, I have to like fight to not ruin my own day, because I'll be so mad that I slept past 11. In a perfect world, I would be up by 10, but I don't think I went to bed until like 4 a.m. Then with this Prairie Planter sticker, I marked that Joe plugged my tire for me, so it still does have that really, really, really slow micro leak. He couldn't even see it in the dark when he first checked for leaks, but he was able to fix like the one that was gushing air through the old plug. He was able to replace it. So I am good to go, but I will have to get a tire. I'm trying to wait until Black Friday to do that, because I can potentially... Who cares? I'm not going to go into it. Point is, we got to get a new tire eventually. I might even need 4 new tires because they're all worn weird. Then with this giant Coffee Monsters Co sticker, this is honestly too big, but I didn't know when else I would use it. I was just angry because I had a return to Gap, and all of the Gap stores are turning into factory outlets. And this one I've been to before, it was always a normal Gap store, and on Google Maps it still says it's a normal Gap store. And then I drive all the way there, drove to New Jersey, had to pay a $6 toll all to go to this Gap, and I get there and it's a factory outlet. It ended up being okay. Sorry, my roommate's calling Brad a bitch. I mean, he is. Okay. And then, not to bore you too much with this, but so I found out it was a factory store, but he told me that if I return it online, the shipping is free. And I was like, oh, okay, fabulous. So I go into the car to immediately like do it, and it all of a sudden says that the item is no longer eligible for return, which is bullshit because it's within the time frame. So I ended up messaging customer service. Long story short, the guy was like, no problem, sent me the return label. I dropped it off at Staples for free, didn't have to print anything out, did it the same day, and I got my refund. So, and it's funny because I bought these pants and I ended up just buying them in a different size, and I wanted to return the bigger size. So like, I don't know, it just annoyed me. But it was all good, and now I know. I think the only Gap store in my area that's still a Gap store is in King of Prussia, so... and it's a shame because I like Gap, but anyway. Then with this Angel Munchkin, I marked being able to do my return. With these Olive Studio olives, I marked that we went to the mall so I could do my Sephora return. I don't know if I ever mentioned, but when I got a new concealer, I bought 2, and I didn't like, I got one to cover zits, and it's too dry for me. So I ended up returning that, and that was easy breezy. Then, sorry, I'm like making a bunch of noises. I'm I'm stuffy and burpy and disgusting, but we're going to keep going. Then with this Sticky Perks by Snack sticker, I marked that we went to Dollar Tree and I just got a couple candy items, and rest in peace to Bunch of Crunch. Bunch of Crunch has been one of my favorite candies since I was a child. I'm talking like Blockbuster days. It has been my number one favorite movie theater candy, since I can remember. They changed the fucking recipe. At first, I thought that they made the portion smaller because the new box is smaller, but apparently the portion's the same, but it tastes like soap. And I just bought a second box to test to see, I thought maybe I let the other box expire because we hadn't been going to the movies and I was just sort of going in the fridge and eating a couple pieces here and there. So that's why I thought it tasted weird. So I bought another box. I haven't eaten it yet, but I was looking at Reddit and they changed the recipe and everybody said the same thing. It's kind of weird. It's just weird tasting. It's not good. And I'm heartbroken over this. Then with this Sticky Perks McDonald's sticker, I marked that we got McDonald's, and it was really nice going to one outside of Philly. The guy was still a moron. Joe and I both did mobile orders, and I went in to go pick them up. They put my mobile order in the mobile order area and then didn't put his there. And so I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And so finally I asked the guy, I was like, oh, excuse me, I'm just waiting for an order of large fries. And he's like, oh, what's the name? And I told him, and he was like, they've been sitting right here. On the other side of the fucking restaurant? Why the fuck did you not put them under the giant mobile order sign? There's shelves for the mobile order. You put mine there. We ordered in the same way at the same time. So I'm a little confused why you put his shit over there and mine, just idiots. Anyway, the food was good. That's all that matters. And then the final thing on Sunday with a rabbit hole handcraft sticker was that we watched the movie The Girl in the Pool. It sounds like a book, because you know how all of the books now are the girl who disappeared or the girl in the closet or, the wife upstairs, whatever. It was awful. It was awful. It's the worst movie I have seen in forever. It was so bad. I love Freddie Prinze Jr. Awful. Don't watch it. It was so bad. It was such a waste of time. It was still fun to watch, though, because we were just laughing the whole time because it was just laughable. It was laughable. But anyway, that's everything for this week. I hope I hope the voiceover is okay. I had a night. We'll get to it. The week of the election, we will get to whatever the hell just happened now. But yeah, I'm going to go before the gas company shows up. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.